Hello there and welcome to a new game, the Stanley Parable. Have you played it before? No, I have no idea what I'm in for. I know basically nothing about the game, other than it's supposed to be kind of short and kind of weird. That's kind of all I know. So yeah, let's go. Let's see what happens. Alternate computer is barely visible. I mean, that's kind of... let's keep it here or something. Okay. Enter the current time. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Guess we gotta fucking take care of the... Oh, it's not... Okay. Sorry. Like this. Okay, it's probably gonna... The minute's probably gonna turn in a second here, though, but... that will do. Okay, settings, anything we need to know? Probably not. We're probably fine. Okay, begin the game. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay, a good start.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Well...
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I guess that's where we take control. Now, can I do things? Can I jump? Can I... Oh, we can do that. Okay, we can't do a lot for now. Okay, well, we're stepping out. Oh, the A button. I'm playing this on a controller.
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, no matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What does this say? Something about the boss. Okay, it's kind of creepy already. Okay, I can't go in there. Okay, I'm getting kind of Half-Life vibes from this for some reason.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I did not.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Speaking of drinking it in, what about this? Okay, I guess not.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't like the game telling me what I'm supposed to do.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Well, I don't trust you, narrator. You don't tell me what to do. At least for now. We'll see how it turns out eventually, though.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Yeah.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I don't believe
I
you.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Okay, I guess we have one option. Okay. Okay, one door. One creepy door. Okay, okay.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
I did.
That wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
I think it's possible, dude.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Oh shit. He found us out.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment.
No, stop.
So we can
Wait.
educate you properly on safe
What are you doing?
decision-making in the real world.
What's happening?
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make?
What?
Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought.
I know a
then
lot of
provide
people
an
who are not
excuse
real.
why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Crack?
Excellent.
Okay.
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside.
Well, that is
At
good
this
to
time,
know.
your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay, I'm ready for whatever's... Oh,
Welcome back. You may have
Forklifts.
noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Can I plug the phone back in? Can I pick up the phone? Okay, well, I guess we're just walking this way. I feel watched. I guess that makes sense. Okay, can't go in there. Oh, it has a
No, your choices are meaningful.
fence on
We
it now.
can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
Halfway?
That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Oh, it's gonna get worse. Trust me. Okay, well, what if we go in here? I can't do that. Well, that's creepy. Okay, back into the office, I guess. Okay, still no people around.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Oh, the door on the... oh, yeah.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Okay, I'm ready.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Okay, let's see what happens now.
No! Why did you do that?
Because I'm a
Quickly, hurry
douchebag.
back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
I just want to break you, narrator. Can we do it again? Okay, I guess that was... okay. I just want to break the game, basically. Okay, well, let's go. We did as we were told, kind of. Almost, sort of.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that you... my story, you've destroyed my work!
Oh,
Why?
shit.
For what? What did you get out of that? What
Amusement?
did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh shit, okay. Okay, okay, well... can we turn it back on? It's kinda... hey...
Oh! I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever.
I am clever.
Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was
Maybe we
everything
can refund
in the
it,
world that
bro.
was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
Of course.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
I don't know.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it.
Ah, sounds
I tried so
boring.
hard to make...
Oh, okay, no. Sorry.
behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
Well,
Just follow
he's
my
gonna
lead
say
and you'll
right
be
now,
fine.
maybe.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I did not.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly
okay.
and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
I guess we don't have it.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Okay, you win for now. Good boy. Tell me I'm a good boy.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Hey, boss.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Can I not jump down? Okay, I guess not. Jesus, what is this office? Fucking Twin Peaks over here. Oh, you can kind of see through here for some reason. Okay, let's...
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Actually, I'm kind of worried about this panda picture. Business strategy, shooting a panda in the head with a gun. Okay, that's new.
Stanley spoke the code.
Yes, yes.
Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 1 something something.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Well, do I need a microphone? I mean, I have a microphone, but...
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way?
I tried.
Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
Oh no.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Are you gonna go, Stanley?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
Let's go with the one on the right, bro.
I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
Okay.
This is important.
I'm not sure if this is the real
I
ending.
need you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it.
Who is the guy, anyway?
So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Well... What? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
But what exactly is happening? Did we reset, or is this...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Any choice is the correct choice.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Ah, man, I guess let's try it this time.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No, we didn't. We went down here.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
That's
So now,
right.
in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Okay, I guess this is the only option here.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Okay, I'm not sure I trust that.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Holding on.
No,
Take your time.
You went down, right, left,
I'm
down,
fine.
left, right.
Left, left, right, 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 up, up.
Okay, yes, I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. Okay. Okay, it seems to have been correct this time. There's a car here for some reason. Somebody's fired. Is that me?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to,
Is that me who's fired?
Am I kidding? It's all rubbish.
It's like
now.
104.
Story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No. Let me see who else is fired.
Suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay.
601.
From the top.
Fuck. Okay, 104 and 601.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Jesus.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley...
There's more doors,
Did you
bro.
change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
I want to go in this one. Can we do that? Okay, well, let's try this one. Okay, well... Everyone knows what you did, they're just holding back to let you torture yourself. Okay. That seems like a promising place to go. Hey, anybody seen a story?
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. What?
No. Fuck. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Or perhaps I lost my marbles, because I think I'm going crazy here. Okay. Yeah, everything's...
Okay, yep, it's worse.
It's worse,
I might be
yes.
remembering this wrong.
Let's
It's
get...
possible the
Okay,
story
no
is
way
back
out.
where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Is there an invisible door? No? Okay. Well... There's a computer. And there's a coffee mug that says either fun or fuck. Be my Valentine. Okay, I'm not sure if pressing the computers does anything.
Ha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
This is not where I came from.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
Could be.
I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the
A lot of
next
hard work,
episode.
And it really paid off. So,
And
good
then-
job.
Like and subscribe.
Oh no. No,
Oh, okay,
I
never
don't
mind.
feel right about this at all.
Unsubscribe.
No, you didn't put in
Dislike.
the actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
Are we restarting?
What might happen this time? I have to restart.
Oh boy. Okay. What about this phone? Okay, nope.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
That's too hard. I'm lost.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Fuck, okay. Okay, you win. I'll follow the line. For now. Okay, can't play fucking solitaire.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa.
Yes.
That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yes, please. Okay. Well, is this copyrighted or not? I don't know. Oh, modulation. Okay, or not quite, but... Okay, well, what about here? Okay, this is driving me crazy. Please stop it. Please. Get this fucking weird pirate music out of my... Okay, here we go.
Wait, cut the music.
Yes,
Go
thank
back
you.
And look at that fern.
The fern?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Well, it's green. And there's like 2 types of leaves in it. Okay, well, that's probably enough.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Well, we'll see. Oh,
Oh, no.
anyone
No, not
else
again,
fired
Line.
now?
How could you have done
Still
this
the
to us?
same.
And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh well, we tried.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Exactly.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Oh, let's try it.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
An
Whatever
endless
it might be,
hallway?
Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Well, it's kind of cute. Okay, so just for okay, 2 doors again.
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay.
What if we
I
walked
know
the
that
wrong
each
direction?
door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
Okay, I might get sick
So
from doing
starting
this.
from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Fuck. The confusion ending?
Oh, hold up, what's this? The
Okay.
confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this
Find
is?
the line again.
It's all one giant ending?
Second
And we're
restart.
supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Narrator is...
That's really how
After a
all
long
this
time,
goes?
Stanley dies.
It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Okay, well, I'm stuck here then.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Wander in the blackness. Okay,
So-
that's gonna be fun.
Okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey. though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Well, it seems like a destination.
If you...
Okay. Something happened. Well, the line is
All
gone.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, we still haven't tried that. Let's see what happens. Hello?
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Okay.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find... Coming
This
to a
is new.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I did not.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself,
Maybe I am
maybe
crazy.
I am crazy.
Yep.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single
Thanos.
moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh shit.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
That is true.
Well, the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to...
Oh shit, okay.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
And...
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Or not. Nope. We're not fine.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
And we restart. Maybe.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Is this the wife?
She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Well, thanks for the help, lady. Okay, we're back. Game isn't over yet.
His co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
For now. But there were no one there.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Bathroom? To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Can't see myself in the mirror. Okay, well, bathroom didn't do much. A new office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him, and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, here it is. Okay, well this is getting kind of creepy. I'm getting kind of Portal vibes from this. Okay, well, oh, going down. Okay, I guess that's fine. I'm probably gonna end up somewhere horrible.
Building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Maybe it's just realizing he's an NPC.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
No, I would not. It's not true.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No. No, it's fine.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
No, that's not what I'm doing. We are escaping. It's fine. Okay, okay, we're dead. Maybe. Okay, well this is probably safe.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Well, that's a nice
Stanley
thought.
can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Well, can we stop this? Oh.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Or not.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
It's obviously trying to kill me.
When walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Well, the two doors. So the game, can we learn something about the... Okay, we got a computer here. Okay, nothing happens there. Office layout. Okay, what a corridor. Filing cabinets, that seems not important. Well, what are these doors? Okay, so we got left to right. This seems to lead somewhere else than the office. Boss's office, 3 different versions. Mind control.
He was supposed to be in the story. When Stanley came to the lift, he traveled upward to the power source at the top of the facility to end this injustice forever. Then he pushed the number 8.
Okay, that's weird. I'm not sure what to do other than just walk around. I'm not sure what to think other than what the fuck. The first incarnation of the ending. Countdown desk. Okay. We can turn the game off there. It's kind of creepy once the narrator is gone. It's like all of a sudden... It feels like we've escaped the Matrix, sort of. But it also feels like maybe we've done something we shouldn't and the narrator is gonna try to kill us. What is Stanley's last name? Narrator emails. Okay, let's go to that big room with the button. That seems more like where we need to go. Okay, down here.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No.
Who?
Perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Yeah, I can't see anything. Oh,
But
no.
listen to me.
Oh, this
You
is
can
like the
still
last...
save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
I'm playing on a controller, so I don't know if pushing escape... I'm not sure.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, and what do we have now?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I guess
So
we
he
can try
detoured through
walking
the
over there
maintenance
this
section,
time.
walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
What happens if we go this way? Okay, nothing. Okay, well...
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, is the office gonna be different again, or... And what about the bathroom? The bathroom is smaller? And the text is different. Okay. This office again.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh well, let's just lounge about here. Ah, this is nice. Perfect. Oh, there's a camera. Fuck, I didn't notice a camera. Now it's even
Feeling
more
soothed
creepy.
and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Or did I? I guess I did. Well, we're back here again. Isn't this where we... Yeah, this is where we go into the trash compactor. Oh, something different. Okay. Or is it? Or is this...
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, I guess I did.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Well, this is where we entered a few times. Up there. Okay, let's press the button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What was our number again? 420 something? Well, everyone's empty, it seems like.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
It is possible.
No. He refused to believe it.
I guess not.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Well, where do I do that exactly? Down here? Reminds me of fucking Empire Strikes Back. Okay, what about this button here? 5. Well, that does not do a lot. Well, these buttons... Surely there's... What if we do this? 1, 2... And then where is number 3? That one was number 5, right? Here's 1. 3. And then where's 4? Is it the one up there or something? Because that's 5. So we want to somehow... Guess we can't go up there. Okay, I guess we're just going in here. Well, I guess we're gonna do something at the end here.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
That could have been a bad move. Maybe. Or did we complete the game now, or...?
Blackness
Okay.
and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
No, it's definitely not over.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Or did I? What happens if I go back now? Okay, I guess we gotta go. But does this really end the game? I'm not sure.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
But something's gonna happen. Wait, beat the game?